Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg Show.
So, Kanye West just announced a new show in Los Angeles.
All right.
So it's his first performance. Remember, I don't know if you guys saw the footage of him in Mexico City. He did that in January. So this is his first live Los Angeles show since, I guess, 2021. That was the last time.
Listen, man, shake the cobwebs off, Kanye.
Let's see.
Yay back.
Yeah, I want to hear the music, though.
Well, is he coming out with new music?
He was supposed to drop an album.
Yeah.
But he signed to Gamma. What's this month? But, okay, this month. We're supposed to have a new Kanye West project.
I thought yesterday, since Ebro's, pulled off a couple of great bookings for us, got us T.I. before T.I. started shaking around, popping up. I thought, is it time?
For what?
Should Ebro break glass in case of emergency and say, yo, yay, man, you hit us up many times. You said you wanted to talk. Come on through. We want to see. If you're really about the things you're saying. Would now be a good time to talk to Kanye? Would he say yes? It seems like he's not talking right now. It seems like this is not talk mode. It's do show mode. And would you have an appetite ever again? Will you ever have an appetite again to talk to Kanye West?
So I thought about this the other day. Not for this, but just in general. The upside is obviously people tune in. People are going to watch.
It would be a big, for us, for our fledgling program, it would be a big start. A big Kickstarter right in the ace.
But I also, because I think there's a part of me that wants to like Kanye to just not talk at all. I don't want to be a part of him talking.
But what if it turned out good?
I don't trust it. I don't believe it. There's not a part. It's kind of, once again, going back to like the Trump of it all and all of it. I don't trust any of this. I don't believe you. I don't. What are you going to say?
I don't know.
What are you going to say?
Sorry.
Okay, you're going to ask him, so you're going to run down the litany of, what about this thing? You sorry about that? What about this thing? You sorry about that? What about this thing? Remember that time you went up and kissed and licked Donald Trump's kneecaps? You sorry about that?
No.
What about the time you called him your father? You still sorry about that? What about, so you're going to run down the litany of Kanye West problems and just have him just get barraged by them?
I think we package it all up into one apology.
But
maybe not run down the whole list.
No, but so my point is after all this last 10 years of all of his nonsense, I don't really have anything to talk to you about.
I hear you.
I don't think this is a clean slate for him. I think he
It's
might
not.
be sorry, and he met with the rabbis, but he's like, yo, I'm just sorry for the Hitler song, but everything else is still standing.
Yeah, I don't know. Although he also said he's very sorry to black people who he knows he let
his
down.
letter was not, and I thought that was good. Now just put out your music, man.
And just let time go by.
Let time go by. Let time pass. Let us actually see some, behavior that supports because other than that, we're just milking him like everybody else has milked him.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Isn't it our turn? Don't we deserve to get? Everyone else everyone else had their moment.
I'm so checked out.
No, we got Kanye. Remember on the last show, he called in early. Remember early we had Kanye. We was early. We called in.
Yeah.
He was like, Ebro, I love you. We need that clip.
That was weird.
Find the Ebro, I love you Kanye clip.
No, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Remember? And he called in one morning just to tell me he loved me.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool. But I mean, like the big sit down. You know what I mean? Tucker Carlson got one. Drink Champs got two.
Yeah,
But no, you're a good person for not wanting to exploit it. I only would be willing to do so if it was exploiting the idea of him trying to now be positive. Then I'm down to do that. But you're probably right. He would probably be a nothing burger.
Now, the people out there watching, they're going to want it. They're going to tune into it. Then there's going to be people who will be like, why are you doing this? Especially if he looks bad. If he looks bad, then we look bad. If he looks great, we look great. Because we're just taking a guy that we used to really revere and like and just continuing to drag him.
Yeah, because what are you going to do? Okay, let's say he looks good and he comes and he says, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about the anti-Semitism, but I still love Trump and I'm still, I'm still with it. Candace is my girl. What are we doing?
That's an interesting point. If he splits the difference.
Yeah.
And he's like, he gives you a little bit, but he doesn't go all the way. You're like, but that still sounds terrible, bro. I know. Then we end up getting to a big thing with him.
And then what do? We got some clicks. All right, yeah, cool. And now we're also got people tuning into his album, and we made him a headline again. And
right,
story.
Right. And then it turns out to be. Listen, you're right. I'm just trying to think of some big stuff, man. want to get us that 100th wow before we get to July.
Subscribers.
Listen, I'm putting the
hear you,
brand
though.
first in this case.
No,
Well, I
hear
think
you.
too, sometimes I just feel bad. Sometimes, honestly, when things are just bad, I don't like it.
But
I would rather things be not bad.
But it's also selfishly motivated, not just because I want the clicks for our show, but also because I'd love for it to go good and be able to be fully back in on Ye. I want to go to the concert.
So
I used to love Kanye concerts.
Well, no, I guess because of everything and me not liking a lot of the music he's dropped recently, I'm not excited for a Kanye concert.
But he's at his old joints.
But I've seen those, and I saw him when he was at his height, when he was really, really rocking. So do I want to go show up now when is it riggedy rocking?
What's the last show you went? Was it when we went together to Life of Pablo?
Probably.
The Garden?
Yeah, probably.
Wait, in the suite? Did you come to my suite?
No, we were like in the audience.
Oh, you went on the floor.
Yeah, we were like on the.
You didn't come to the Rosenberg
I
suite?
went. That was when I went. Remember when I went mosh pitted with Travis Scott under the floating stage?
Yeah. Any of you guys come to the suite at Pablo?
No.
Oh, damn. I guess there's people I like better. No, it was a great time. Pablo was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
You know.
That was a great show.
But I also saw him and Drake in L.A. at the Coliseum. Or was that him and Drake? No. Yes. Him by himself.
You didn't go to the makeup show, did you?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't him and Drake.
The
It was him by himself in the Coliseum, right?
Larry
No,
Hoover
him and
show?
Drake did the Larry Hoover show. You
Yeah.
didn't go to that, did you?
That was at the Coliseum.
Yes, you went to that?
So I was there. Yeah, I was at that.
Because that was Apple was involved in
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That was the Drake doing a show with a gun to his head concert?
That one. Yes.
That was the...
Yeah, I feel like I was at that one.
It was the Drake, hold up a copy of today's newspaper if you're all right.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he did not want to do that. That show, I forgot about. That was
so
already when it was bad.
weird. That was such a weird
I saw that.
time.
I saw that.
But yeah. All right. Let's get some positive news.
Oh, we go. The rundown, Laura
Jill
Stylez.
Scott is hitting the road. She
Yes.
just announced her tour, To Whom It May Concern, 36 dates. Just June through September, including Nashville, D.C., Atlanta, New York. She's coming to New York July 16th and 18th, going to King's Theater. So, her album is dope.
I haven't spent time with it yet.
It's
Feel a
dope.
little
It's
guilty.
dope. It's dope. She got a joint with Tierra Whack that I like, 2 shirts on there. It's dope. And she gives you just Jilly from Philly.
King Lou reports and Griff report they did a quick chat poll. It's 50-50 on whether or not we should work on a Kanye interview.
Really? 50-50.
Wow. Okay, interesting. Now, this right here, come on, let's go to low, because I couldn't believe this.
The lowdown.
Let's go low.
Hold on to your speakers. It's time for the lowdown with Laura Stylez.
Now, yesterday we talked about that woman, Ivana Lizette Ortiz, who
Oh,
drove
man.
up to Rihanna's mansion with an AR-15
Oh,
and
man.
shot at the mansion, and one of the bullets penetrated the walls. This was very scary. So now that people have been doing a little bit of digging, you guys, some of these videos that are popping up online are very disturbing. Like, look at this one.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future.
Huh?
You want to kill me. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
Okay? Shut the fuck up.
That was not
Yeah, she's a witch.
coherent
She's
thought.
a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here. Okay? They can't do this. They can't do this. That's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous. Because how am I, because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil. Okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me. And she has not ever
You're
put out any
disturbed,
music
man.
Yeah,
to reach
man. You
people.
can wrap this up.
She
but
only did her little
it's
music
sad,
thing.
but it's
So
also
this is the
so
girl that
scary.
drove by and shot at
And-
Rihanna's house.
Yes.
And the whole thing we were saying yesterday about her not knowing it was Rihanna's house, clearly she had a thing with Rihanna. So she knows.
Exactly.
Well, that part's very clear.
Yeah.
The videos are obsessive and so not well. This could have been so much worse, man.
There's more.
Oh, there's way more. She's been going on and on, video after video.
So now she had a gun.
Yeah.
Which that's problem number one. How does a person with this sort of mental health issue have a gun?
Well, I don't think it's hard to get an AR-15 in Florida.
Well, that's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
It was going to point to Florida. So then she drove from Florida. How did she get from Florida to California?
I'm assuming she
She
drove.
just drove. I mean, it's crazy people out here. It's people on the brink, and then it's crazy. And here's the thing about that. Even if you were to report her and say, hey, there's this woman online saying crazy stuff, and they investigated her, and she had done nothing. They do nothing. Nothing happened.
I know.
Because she's an adult, she would have to admit herself to some sort of psychiatric facility.
I think that this conversation is so tough because when people look at her and they're like, she needs help. Where's her family? She needs help. Guys, no one can force her into a facility to get help. No one can force her to get medication.
How does she get a gun, bro?
Florida.
Yes. I think you could just walk on up to whatever store and just be like, here's the money.
Imagine there's someone who spends their life doing stuff like this, and then you could just walk in the store and be like, I need a gun. And no one does a check to see, like, what is this person doing in there?
No, they don't care. They just care about the transaction.
Thoughts and prayers, man.
That's it.
It's
That's what makes it wild. That's how I always if I was a responsible gun owner, I would be. I want stricter rules. Yeah. I want people to know what the hell they're doing.
Right. If you loved it and you were like, I love my guns and I'm responsible with mine, wouldn't you want other people to be responsible
That's
with
one
theirs?
thing I never understood. But, you know.
Well, I do think there are responsible gun owners who feel like exactly how you feel. It's the state of Florida. Like, there's certain states that are irresponsible.
Yeah.
I was, for some reason, someone posted yesterday the clip of when Wiz and Snoop were at Hip Hop 50. And when Wiz did See You Again, and they showed all the images behind him of artists who had died. Yo, guys, when you watch that run through of how many artists are dead in the past decade, most of which by gun violence, not all, but most of which by gun violence, it's insane. And I say that to say I'm just grateful that nothing happened to Rihanna.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's real. Like, bullets went into her home.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Anyway, that's the rundown, guys. And the lowdown.